Hi, I'm Nick from Taunton Leisure, and today we're going to be talking about the Meindl Comfort Fit range. So we stock 4 models from Meindl's Comfort Fit range. We do the ACTIVO, the Philadelphia, the SALVO and the Moran. They make about 15 or 16 models in total across their entire footwear range, but we keep one from every category that we think is useful for our customer base. And yeah, so we're just going to talk about Comfort Fit in general. Now, Comfort Fit is based around the foot shape or foot last that they make all of these models on. So essentially, what you're buying into when you buy a Comfort Fit shoe or boot is you're buying into a wide width in the forefoot, slightly increased volume, and generally the characteristics of the shoe are all based around you being incredibly comfortable when you're walking. So they all have well-cushioned soles, very grippy soles. There's a wide platform on the sole unit as well. They're extra wide there, so that provides a little bit more stability than many of the other models that they make. So basically it's focused towards around making your day out on the hill as pleasurable and comfortable as possible. Okay, so to give you a slightly better idea of where Meindl are coming from with their Comfort Fit, I've brought in another boot as a good comparison. So this is a Altberg Kisden. Now the Kisden is a bit more of a hill walking boot than the Moran, but it's a good comparison with regards to fit. So the Kisden is Altberg's G-Fit, which is an extra wide and high volume last. You can actually see when you look at the boots, there's a lot of depth to this boot in the toe box, and that's mirrored with the Moran as well. So essentially, we've got a really nice width across the ball of the foot, and we've also got a little bit more space in the toe box. Both of them are quite straight to accommodate your big toe to make it feel more roomy in the toe box. To give you an idea of how wide the Moran actually is, I've taken the footbeds out of both of them, and as you can see, there is, so the top one is the Altberg Kisden. You can see the Moran actually has maybe 5 or 6 millimeters extra in width, and certainly in the profile around the inside where the big toe is, there's loads of room. So that really shows that they've worked hard towards making that foot shape or last extra wide. So if you've got a wide foot, I think Comfort Fit is definitely the place to start in one of our stores. If we think that a Comfort Fit shoe or boot is going to fit you because you require that extra width or volume, then we're going to go back to the 4 models that we keep. Now they're all very different to each other. We've tried to pick a model for like many uses that you might want in hill walking in the UK. So we'll start off with the ACTIVO. That's the most obvious choice as your lightweight, day-to-day, do-it-all trail shoe. You might like to think that this would be more of a summer shoe. It's gore-lined, so you can use it all year round. But because of the amount of fabric on it, it's going to be a lot more breathable. It's got a relatively low-profile sole unit, so might not be quite so good in muddy conditions, but in general, just for path and trail, you'd be fine on that. Moving on to the Philadelphia, this one is gore-lined again, but you've got a nubuck upper on that one. You've got a bit of fabric in the tongue, but basically the nubuck adds an extra layer of waterproofing, so it's much easier to keep clean as well. Similar idea to the ACTIVO in that it would be paths and trails, nothing too outrageous, but you can wear that all day, every day to work, looks smart. So I'd say that's a good do-it-all shoe as well. Then stepping up to the SALVO, Now the SALVO, they call it the SALVO Mid. As you can see, it's quite a bit lower than the MERAN. So if you don't like a really high boot, this might work for you quite well. It's still pretty light. It's got a suede upper with a fabric tongue, gore lined again. Tread depth, bit more tread depth on that one, would be ideal for passing trails again, or muddier conditions. Obviously it's going to keep your foot drier than a shoe, so really great little mid boot there. Finally, moving on to the MERAN. This is the epitome of the comfort fit range. It's got all of the features that Meindl want to pack in to make a walking boot as nice a day out as possible. So we'll run through a few of the features. It's got a really high quality nubuck leather upper, very nice, very soft, so that adds to the comfort fit, because if your foot was even just a little bit too wide for this, and it is wide, it's almost the widest boot we have in our range, it will accommodate that because it's quite soft on the sides, which really helps, so it will conform to the shape of your foot quite nicely. It has a PU and EVA midsole, so it's very well cushioned there. So that adds to under the foot comfort when you're out all day. It comes with a very nice and quite expensive if you buy it as a separate item, cork footbed. So cork is really good because it's quite shock absorbing. It keeps your foot a little bit cooler in the summer as well than a synthetic footbed. It has a fleece lined top. It's got a little bit of cushioning hidden away under there, and it's got a shock absorbing pad in the heel as well. So that's a really, really nice thing to have inside this boot to make it super comfy. Gore lined like all the other ones, so fully waterproof. And yeah, I mean, it's generally an amazingly comfortable, great boot. So that was a quick look at the Meindl Comfort Fit range. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed the video today, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.